Tansi everybody, Shawn McDonald here, the Métis Man. Welcome to my YouTube channel.
I was born a Métis, born on Métis land, raised on a settlement, proud to be a Métis man. Well, today I work in white man's world.
Tansi everybody, Shawn McDonald, the Métis Man here. Today is September 30th, 2023, and today is the nationally recognized Truth and Reconciliation Day. I know I spoke on it before, and many people, it really bothers me, but many people are treating this like a holiday, like a civic holiday, which no doubt there should be time taken off for it to recognize it. But more importantly, we got to know what it's about. It's similar to any other holiday, right? It's the recognition factor, what this day stands for, and it should not be taken very lightly. What's this about? I know there's been a lot of talk circulating around lately in the past few months about the graves that are found at the residential schools, and how they are false and there's no bodies there when they do exhume some of the areas that are there, or dig it up. I guess exhuming is when they found bodies. But regardless whether they find bodies at that one specific site that they looked for, they actually dug out, or not, that does not erase the past and what has happened in these schools. My grandfather was in one of these schools, and he ran away from it a couple of times and was found and brought back again. So the abuse and all of that did happen. I don't care what the mainstream media says, what some political parties have said about it. It happened. Regardless whether or not that one spot where they dug and they didn't find bodies, that don't matter. It doesn't mean the bodies were actually placed in every backyard of every residential school. I know if I was trying to hide something, it wouldn't be put somewhere easily to find. But mind you, back then, they did have the support and guidance of the RCMP and the government and the Catholic Church, so they didn't have to hide things. They were out publicly with it because they were protected by the RCMP, by the government, so they were untouched with the sins that they were committing. It wasn't against the law back then, I guess, because they were, again, like I say, supported and covered and protected, which is terrible. So let this day stand for what it actually means, right? It's not a holiday where you go and celebrate and we got a day off from work or whatever. I myself was at work today. You can see by the attire that I have on, right? But ultimately, we all must support our people that went through this, and I do, I really do. As you can see, the orange shirt is there. Like, yeah, people say, well, why just wear an orange shirt, but that's to show you are supporting it, right? It's under my work clothes because I can't walk around like this on my site where I'm at in the oil field. But today, and every day, not just this one day here, but every day, we must remember what has happened, the tragic past that our people faced. And it is true that anyone that's Indigenous, Métis, First Nations, Inuit, anyone that's alive today has been impacted by this, by a family member or somebody a parent, a grandparent, sibling, whatever it is. We've all been affected by it. We all have our stories about it. So don't let it go unknown, and don't let it get forgotten. One thing that strikes me about this today, I must talk about. When I was in Kamloops there, I did speak to an elder there on the site that didn't want to be on camera. And I asked him, I said, why is the band rebuilding and refurbishing and the residential school that sits on their land. And his answers really woke me up, you know, because of, I know I talked about it before, because of the church burnings, the school burnings and stuff that happened after the first Kamloops. 215 children were identified, and they were burning down churches and everything like that. And I'm not saying I agree with that, what's happening, but it did happen. So why are you rebuilding and restructuring this one school instead of tearing it down and demolishing it and wiping it off the face of the map and wiping out history in a sense? He said, for that very same reason. We want to make sure Canada and the world remembers what they've done to our people. So this will stand as a monument for residential school systems and what they've done to our people. So this way they will never ever forget. And that answer just, it blew my mind from this elder, right? And so let them all stand, you know. Let the orange shirts flay in the wind, you know what I mean? And don't ever let them forget what they have done to our people in the past. You know, our family members, our siblings, our Muslims, Kookums, everything like that, right? So don't ever let them forget. So that's my rant again of today. So it's a somber day for all of us that were affected, which is all Native people, right? So yes, I just wanted to say that. And yeah, so just again, don't ever forget, right? I know we say that about a lot of things, but this day must stand like the residential schools must stand in memory, so people do not forget. Not like, you know, tearing down the statues for all this stuff that's been going on, but the political parties that have stepped up and the political leaders that have stepped up and said this, you know, shame on you, shame on you. You have no proof at all that this didn't happen. You have no proof that not every single body that we think is buried there is not there. To me, that's it's bullshit. So shame on you for all saying that, you know. Again, trying to erase history, put a Band-Aid on it, cover it up and kick some snow on it. It's not going to happen on my watch. So you all take care. Again, it's a very somber day. Love you all. I know we hadn't heard from you in a while, but I've been busy working. You know, everybody's got bills to pay and all that, but you'll be hearing from me again. And we're working on some more future stuff to bring out. Again, to remember our past and pave the way for the future for our youth. And that. So in order to do that, you must remember your past and don't forget it. Otherwise, it will repeat itself. History always repeats itself no matter what it is, if you tend to forget about it and put it on the back burner. So don't do that. I'm not saying dredge it up or whatever, but don't forget about it, because it will repeat itself if you don't correct it. So that's it. Ekoski Maka. I love you all. You all have a good day, and we will talk to you soon. Take care. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. If you like this video, like and subscribe and share, and we'll see you next time. Ekoski Maka. Hi hi.